Okay. So, hi, Pat. I'm Sandy Grant, Director of Food and Beverage for the three-star Statler Hotel in Ithaca, New York. And just to give you a background of our hotel, we're located near the center of Cornell University campus and is attached to the renowned School of Hotel Administration.
Hmm.
So, the Statler Hotel has three dining establishments: the Banffy, the Mac Cafe, and the Terrace Statler Club, which we serve coffee and in-room coffee machines, and we use more coffee than the rest of the campus combined at these locations. So it's extremely important to us that we serve very good coffee.
Hmm.
So the reason why I'm calling you today is that we have a current vendor, La Roche, and they sell a very good product for your price. However, last year we had a bit of a qualm with them because in the middle of the contract, they tried to pass along price increases in
Oh no.
response, yeah, in response to a very bad crop in Colombia. So, with that, we got a referral from a friend of mine from a tourist attraction called Colonial Williamsburg. I'm not too
Okay.
sure if you're familiar with them just off the top of your head, but they said that they get good service as well as a good product and at a decent price. So that's basically the reason why I'm calling you today, just to, get an idea
Awesome.
of what services you can provide to us.
Great. I would definitely love to consider doing business with you. As you're saying, I'm Pat Hammer. I'm VP of Sales for the East Coast for Anderson Coffee. Thank you for reaching out to us. Definitely, you are possibly investing in a great company that really prides with the coffee, not only with the final product, but the process in between. So, thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. Um, so just to give you an idea of what we're looking for and our what our
Sure.
budget is, currently we are getting, as I said before, our current vendor is La Roche, and they're servicing us pretty well, for the exception of that one situation that kind of
Sure.
uh, removed our trust from them. So, what we're basically looking for not only is a company that will be able to stay in our budget and give us good services that we also
Sure.
trust, and we think that would be you. So, to get to the point, we were looking for about 470 a pound. Um, that's our current price with La Roche. So that's kind of our budget area per pound for the coffee. And we're looking to buy regular coffee as well as flavored coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what your budget or bid for this project is. I believe it was around 740 from the bid
Mm-hmm.
that you guys sent over. Is there any way that we can negotiate down? And if you want, I can go over the benefits now, or you can just let me know what your price point is.
Sure. So I definitely understand that with your current supplier, it's around like the $4.70 range. However,
Yes.
for our company, we are, and obviously we know we're higher priced than our competitors, but
Mm-hmm.
it speaks volume when you get our product. Um, our actual listed bidding price was $7.94.
Okay.
However, I am open to negotiate a possible middle ground for our prices. Obviously,
Right.
that will benefit both parties because, you know, you've heard from another associate that, we are a great business. And actually, we have
Mm-hmm.
been doing really well with our sales. And we have a lot of, I guess, benefits to offer within ourselves from our standpoint. So definitely our price speaks volume to our performance. But you can continue to
Right.
start with the benefits, and then we can tell you about our benefits, and then hopefully we can get to an agreement.
Okay. So, one of the benefits. So we hear that you guys are a fair trade, which definitely appeals to our university stakeholders. However, so I figured that with the hotel school affiliation, that might represent good enough publicity for your company, for your coffee supplier. And with that, you guys will be able to increase profits, not necessarily by going down to 470, but with that publicity, you'll be able to garner more profit from other schools and hotels and hotel managers that would see that we're doing business with a company like you. So with that, and also with that, we also have a clause not to increase prices of the coffee throughout the duration.
Definitely.
For internal or external issues that may arise. So, or not only if we negotiate down or that as time, believe that this business to business will only benefit us, price and the good quality of product. Also, it will benefit you guys. Will be enough for that would business to boom, basically.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I'm hearing you out. The reason, obviously, why our price is already high because of the quality. And actually, our restaurant price is $8.10. So we also already added a discount factor to the price as well. But in addition to that, why the price is also high is because of the shipping. We do not have any associates in your area. I think it's a central New York area. And although we do acknowledge that it's a great publicity opportunity, as you just mentioned, hence why we are definitely excited to possibly do business with you. However, there's a low volume in that area. So there's the shipping. And if you want to negotiate upon like the shipping costs and I guess the frequency of the shipping, then we can go from there. But definitely we can't stoop lower to the $4.70 range like with your other supplier because it's different. A little bit about for Anderson is that we have extensive, line of like the flavored coffee products, as you were mentioning also in your discussion. We offered clinics for individuals to understand more about the coffee and like the process as well. So definitely it's, being with Anderson, it's not just you're just getting coffee. You're getting premium quality coffee along with the benefits. And also is with maintenance and supplying, if you ever need any equipment, we are open to negotiate that as well. I don't know if your other supplier is that agreeable to that extent, but we're definitely will want to work further with you. So tell me one more, what is the price point that you're willing to spend, and then we can kind of go from there.
Okay, so yeah, the target price that we currently have is $470.
Mm-hmm.
That's our budget currently. Because you are a great company, I'll be willing to work with you. Also, I just want to point out that last year we bought 10,000 pounds of coffee.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So in regards to the amount of coffee that we're buying, it's not a large sum of coffee. I remember you saying that shipment cost is incorporated into the final cost or cost per pound. However,
Mm-hmm.
if we do only 3 shipments within the year instead of, let's say, 12 shipments within the year, because we only have 10,000 pounds that we need, would that lower the cost that the $794 that you guys originally bid, since we're not going to be as much?
I definitely think we should consider the frequency of the shipment. I understand that, I did see that a part of the bid, it was a moderate amount of 10,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
However, we can do maybe monthly or bi-weekly to kind of like make it more profitable on both ends from meaning to you. Also, we can also consider maybe splitting the shipping costs because in that realm, that will also decrease the price for you and the price for me as well. So definitely from our bid point of $7.94, I can definitely lower it down to a $7.55. Um, Obviously including like the benefits as well.
Okay. Let's see. So, does that also include, I guess, the equipment? Because as you can see from the bid, we do have a couple equipment that we currently do not own. Is that going to be
Mm-hmm.
incorporated in the entire package?
Yes, we will supply the the equipment that you need, um, and then we could definitely go from there. So yeah, we'll be open to that.
And based on the contract, that will be no charge, correct?
So for the charge, I definitely feel like it has to be a limit. So it depends on, I guess, the nature of like the machinery and the upkeep. Because if we constantly are getting contacted for repairs, then we need to make sure that you're, I guess, undertaking our coffee, I guess, in the best extent. So if it's a continualization of just, repair, 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 then it's saying that, are you really valuing our coffee? Are you really valuing the machinery that we're offering you?
Right. And does that, well, I know the original price that you had per pound was 7.94. Was that already in the cost of repair, was that already incorporated in the
No, it wasn't really fully incorporated. However, we are open to negotiate that as well. So when we had the bidding price, we set the price, and then from there, with the nature of the negotiation and the discussion, then we will start discussing different variants that we can include.
Okay. So altogether, what do you, I guess, estimate the final cost per pound being? I guess that would be based on the amount of repairs that we have. So I just want to make sure that if something goes wrong with the equipment, I guess for the entire month, let's say the entire month of January, I'm not going from 7.94 per pound to, let's say, 13.94 per pound based off the cost that's being incurred for the repairs.
I totally understand, and will not be like your current supplier. There's be
Mhm.
no cancellation. Well, the cancellation, like the membership, it'll be like a year by year basis, and then we'll
Okay.
discuss the contract. But we definitely will not, with the prices will not increase or decrease. Once we set a fixed rate, we set a fixed rate, and then we continuously go from there. As we reconsider the contract, obviously things will change. The nature of the market, any other, I guess, different extenuants, we can discuss as well, but we will continuously be a fixed rate.
Okay. So based on the contract, well, the request for bid, and the fact that I didn't mention that we do, if we do sign this contract, uh, business to business, that there would be a clause that you cannot increase the price of the coffee throughout the duration of the contract. Would that be an issue for your company if we did have a clause in the contract stating this?
No, I definitely agree that once we set a fixed rate, we could continue with the fixed rate, so we can agree to your clause.
Okay. 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 And then currently we're at 7.55.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you do business with us. And with that being said, you get 10 other hotels or schools that want to do business with you. And they're doing it, and they would rather they have, instead of 10,000 pounds of um, product, they want to do 100,000 pounds, and all 10 of them want to do 100,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be a benefit to you in regards to the price that we're trying to negotiate?
I definitely understand that, and definitely, hence why we considered the initial discount from our restaurant prices because of publicity that the school can offer, and we don't have a
Mhm.
lot of accounts in that area. So definitely in the near future, if we just continue our discussion, reaches a solution that benefits both parties, we will be looking for new opportunities. However, currently we do not have any accounts in the area. So we want to start having this the account. So definitely this is can be like the standpoint for future negotiations with other businesses.
Okay. So, in regards to that, we do have, as I said, we were referred by a tourist attraction called Colonial Williamsburg, which is not too far away from us. Um,
Mhm.
and they do have a reasonable price. I'm not going to say the price that they receive. However, it
Sure.
is lower than the 755 that you guys are offering. Now, with that being said, they do order a lot more than we do, which is fine. However, I think that with the benefits of publicity and on top of us not being, um, I guess, as a demanding customer as other customers would be because of the amount of product that they're selling or that they're requesting from you, that we can negotiate a little lower than 755.
Okay. As you mentioned, it's because that the suppliers or the buyers in that area, because they are conveniently closer. So the
Okay.
shipping, right? The shipping definitely will not be as a factor with them versus with you. However, we are definitely open to, further doing business with you with this fixed rate. In addition, if you do consider with the 755, we can split shipping and also we can consider maybe having a set system when it comes to the repair. So obviously, it will benefit both of us. So we want to feel like, um, every time you have or need a repair, it will be a cost. We'll definitely negotiate that fine point as well because I definitely understand, you are not using as much pounds of coffee, so the repair should not be as, I guess, as high. However, we will continue maybe, understanding maybe a type of business system that we can do that would definitely help you with your repairs along with um, providing the machinery.
Okay. Um, so with that, um, what if I say that instead of the 755, we go for 595? What cost, how much of a burden would that be to your company in regards to the lowering between, I guess, the original 994 to the 595 now? Because
Um, oh,
uh, honestly, if we did go at the 595, we would be able to, I guess, do business with you immediately, as well as we can start the train of, doing work with not only a hotel, but a hotel that associates with a Ivy League school that, will look good for your company and you guys can continue business because we are the type of company that would promote you in a positive light, as long as you are a client to us.
I definitely hear you. I can consider doing $7.40. So I'm dropping it from the 4 to the $7.40. That's a 54 cent drop. Um, the reason why I am not definitely consider the $5.95
Mm-hmm.
price because in comparison to your other supplier, we already discussed that there will be no price fluctuation within the contract. We will supply the equipment and we will negotiate the repairs. Your associate obviously knew of good quality coffee, hence why they directed you to us. So definitely we have to stand with our integrity here with our coffee, that we can't go lower to the $5.95, because then that's writing off the value, the other amenities that will follow with our products.
Okay. Let's see. So with that with that said, so because we're ordering multiple different types of coffees as well, um, which will be, I guess, publicized to everyone that enters our. I think you're disconnected. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Okay. So anyone who, I guess, of course, drinks our coffee, which coffee is basically the most the product that's used the most in our facility, in our hotel. So it's definitely going to be used frequently. So
Definitely.
because we were buying two different types of coffee, the regular and the flavored, so that's more product that you're going to be distributing to us. Would that affect the price as well? Because this is going to be all basically your whole catalog of coffee that we're going to be publicizing to a whole campus, basically, and on top of the not only the campus but the people entering our hotel that are not necessarily related to the campus.
I definitely understand, and that's a great point. Adding to your one of your initial points, that the publicity will definitely increase because um, we'll be reaching a new consumer base. However, we do stand by our coffee. I can consider doing from the $7.40. I can consider $7.35, still including all the amenities.
Okay.
And
And
also including a sense of line of the flavored coffees as well. So you'll be having the same type of, I guess, product line as your original or your current supplier, in addition to the machine, in addition to negotiation when it comes to the um, the repair. And also we'll be covering the shipping. So we're covering the shipping to go into a low volume area. We're covering the machine, and we're also covering the any amenities that go with the machine, like the coffee filters, and also discussing about the set repairs as well. So definitely this is a great opportunity for your company to kind of, I mean, elevate the quality of their coffee.
okay. And so since we're gonna be since 735 is um more expensive than our original budget, do you have any backing, I guess financial data or some type of consumer data that you have that would, I guess, justify that your coffee is of quality?
Definitely. I feel like our market share definitely increased. The value overall has increased. As I said before, our sales have definitely been outstanding last year and definitely in the last quarter. So, um, obviously, it speaks volume to what we have to offer. And if we are of the lower quality coffee, it will be easier to negotiate a lower price. However, with that we're already providing you, and also giving you the premium quality that you are requesting, we
Mm-hmm.
are definitely meeting you halfway to get to what you need. Obviously, it's at a higher price, but definitely it will work well in the end.
Okay. And have you ever um, serviced, I guess, a customer like ourselves, which we are like of a of a larger capacity, a large campus slash hotel? Have you guys ever serviced a campus or a hotel in the past?
I would say we have serviced more of like major franchises when it comes to like different, I guess, independent restaurants. But to go to the hotel sector, we were in conversation and discussion about that. However, we're trying to, obviously while we're in the conversation today, is kind of gauge more of how can we reach that consumer base while conserving the quality of our coffee. So as you're saying, or you're trying to, I guess, hinting that this would be definitely a great opportunity for us because we're, I guess, en route to a different type of market that's
Right.
increasing the diversification. Um,
Mhm.
However, we do still have to preserve the price. Um, I can knock it down to $7.32.
Okay.
I'm definitely trying to meet you halfway. Definitely try to emphasize that we are of high quality.
Okay. And if we go down to $6 and you guys and we thoroughly publicize you as a part of the contract, as well as I mentioned and you mentioned before, you'll be entering a new market, which will then open other doors for you for other campuses, for other Ivy League schools that will be doing business with you. As we both know, colleges and coffee kind of go hand in hand. I know some people who drink about 10 cups of coffee a day. So, what I'm trying to say is that we're definitely we definitely have something to offer you here. It's not necessarily of monetary value currently. However, in the future, I definitely think you'll see that value with getting other customers and getting that acknowledgement that you guys deserve because you guys are of quality, as you said. And tasting your coffee, I can vouch that it is of quality. Um, and we're currently doing business with someone who is equally of quality. However, because of the change in the contract, we just decided to venture out and find someone who will be able to give us that same quality, but at an equal price.
Um, Definitely understand where you're coming from. However, the original bid price was $7.94. And I decreased it to $7.32. So I'm definitely trying to, I guess, obviously understand where you're coming from because as you're saying that this would be a new consumer base. However, we do, although we haven't reached more into the hotel and hospitality services in that extent, we have definitely a lot of major companies when it comes to restaurant chains, different catering services as well. So although we did not go to that avenue, we do have a strong base. So considering for our prices, are is like definitely I guess a significant viewpoint for us because we are of higher quality as you know I keep on mentioning before obviously to speak of great value we definitely include I guess a multiplicity of you know other benefits as well you know in addition to what we're saying obviously in the contract but we're very valuable and distinct. I'm not very sure can the company that you are currently associated with is also valuable distinct hence why we're on the conversation right now. So obviously what the other company is not giving you you possibly can see it with us and
Okay.
with quantity or quality or any other, I guess, market factor, it does come into play. So definitely, as a representative, I can definitely personally attest to the overall quality and the I guess, the aesthetics of our
Right.
coffee. So, as we're saying that we offer advanced brewing and coffee filtration clinics, so it definitely just give you an understand of like I guess the whole making of what the final product that you will be having at your establishment.
Okay. So, as a new customer or a potential customer, um, would there be, I guess, of course, we want to start off on a good foot. And I do believe that, and I'm thankful for the discount of the 732. However, I just want to know if we can go at least to 695.
I can consider $7.29. However, I can't go. Well, definitely, I cannot go below the $7 mark. So the $7, and I guess it already gives us the standpoint. So I can give you $7.29, but I cannot go to $6.95 or $6 or however you initially stated.
Over our original budget, because I believe that you guys are of a quality coffee company. Um, as I said, 695 it would be the most that we would do in this current situation. I don't think I can go any higher than that. Um, with that being said, if we can't negotiate down to 695, I would say that I would just continue our relationship uh, with La Roche, which they give us equally quality coffee and quality services. Yes, we had that one issue with them. However, it was negotiated due to legal actions that we took. However, if we cannot get down to 695, I would have to say that we'll just end up continuing our relationship with La Roche. And that would be unfortunate, being that um, that I'm going over, that I decided to go over budget, and you hopefully decide to go depreciate your price a little bit there. For the sake of getting more publicity and getting more business with different campuses in the future. I think letting a deal like this go would be unfortunate for a company like yourself that you work for.
Definitely, and definitely understand that, and I understand definitely your viewpoint on the whole matter. However, you expressed to me that your current supplier, that issue, although it may seem trivial, is actually very, I guess, can be very costly. The price fluctuation from one price to the other. When I'm offering you a fixed price of our products, as we're venturing out to a new consumer base, that it's not promised how the market will respond. So we can't have, I guess, a light investment into a new ground. We still have to preserve the integrity of our coffee. Now, I can do $7.25. And from there, we will cover the shipping cost. So definitely the shipping wouldn't be a problem for you, so it'd be great. So we're offering the shipping cost, we'll offer the equipment, and also I will throw in the unlimited repairs. As you're seeing that you're continuing to, the point that you keep on bringing up definitely speaks volume about your character and your business, and we definitely want to have that consideration. So we will cover the shipping cost, and in addition, we will do the equipment and the unlimited repairs. Now, can you say that about your current supplier? Although they're providing a lower market price, will they also benefit what we're giving you? Will they, is it guaranteed that they will continue with the market price? Will they, I guess, fluctuate their price? We're already offering you high quality with the amenities that we're giving you at a price that you can definitely budget. And the shipping is obviously not one of your issues, because we will definitely take care of that, because we are valuing this possible partnership.
So I
So
would
I definitely think you have a great deal coming your way.
well, well, based on the request for bid, it's expected we have that there'll be no equipment charged while under the contract.
Yes,
Furthermore, it is expected that coffee filters are provided at charge.
that is
So
fine.
that was a part of the request for bid. So before you guys even provided the original, what was it, 794, where that this cost would be incorporated in that price. So um, as a perk, I wouldn't necessarily say that the no charge for equipment is necessarily a perk because it was a part of the request for bid when you guys were bidding for us.
Mm-hmm.
So so at the price of 725, I would say you guys can go a little lower than that because that was already a part of the request for bid.
So let me ask you a question. What what the current supply that you have,
Mm-hmm.
what are you lacking from them? And I'm gauging that question because I want to let you know that whatever is lacking from them, we can obviously supply. So is there anything that, outside of, I guess, the bidding details, as you're saying, that was already posted, but however, because of, I guess, the nature of the prestige of our coffee,
Mm-hmm.
definitely certain, I guess, constituents that were set in place with the negotiation. However, being to what we're discussing today, I definitely considered, going along with the clause, in addition to supplying you the coffee, the premium coffee that you definitely would need to continue to stay afloat and definitely in this market. So is there any other outside factors that we can go into play that we can consider in addition to, the fixed price and the other amenities?
Well, the only thing that we're lacking from our current vendor was that even though it was contractual, that the price does not increase no matter what internal or external, I guess, costs that the company endures, that the price would stay the same. However, they did try to underhandedly pass along price increases time of our contract. Though our contract is extended a bit, probably by a month.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, our contract is over. So right now, we're just going out and looking for other companies that would have that same quality. So currently, we have no issue with the quality or service. We just have an issue of them trying to go against the original contract. So I I'm pretty sure that you guys are a great company, but I have nothing to say that you guys won't do the same thing as well. Because if I do put you under contract saying that you guys will have to stick to the original price, you could do the same thing based off a very bad crop that happens in Colombia, just the same as our current vendor did.
I definitely understand where you're coming from, and I totally emphasize with you that there's no guarantee, but obviously that'll be included in the contract. So if you like to have it legally binded that we will not do any price fluctuations, we can definitely state that in there. So then we are already accountable for our part of the deal.
Okay. So if you okay, so the contract is already legally binding in a sense. However, they still did what they did. So I'm not too sure if that's the best factor for me. The most important or the priority here for me is basically the price, in which I'm going $2 plus a couple of cents over my original budget of $4.70, and I'm going all the way up to $6.95 to be a customer of yours. So would that be something you're interested? The $6.95?
One second. So unfortunately, due just the nature of our product, our deal is $7.25. As you said that, the contract is already legally binded. However, it's different with the company that we have. Obviously, nothing is promised, and and you can have us accountable in any type of way, or any, I guess, any other, I guess, any, I guess, sorry, trying to gather my thoughts.
Yeah.
Any other, I guess, actions, there we go, actions that have to be taken, that you have to write out in your contract for us to make us accountable, then we are definitely open to. But I have to stand by my $7.25, covering all the shipping, covering the equipment, covering unlimited repairs. I can't promise you that the other, I guess, suppliers that you'll be, I guess, interested in would give you the same quality, not only the coffee, as I mentioned multiple times, but also the machinery, also the repair. Definitely we wouldn't just, just repair, but we would just make sure we do trial runs, definitely work with you and your staff just to make sure that you are understanding that, we're bringing for the product and the machinery to your company to, I guess, obviously grow. So I have to stand by my price and all the amenities that we are included.
Okay. Just for one last try, since I'm doing $6.95 and you're doing $7.25, I was thinking maybe we can meet in a middle ground here. So would $7 be a sufficient price per pound for your company based off the publicity that you guys would be receiving and venturing out into a new market, a larger market?
Um, Definitely that's very considerable. Can we do $7.10?
Okay, so yeah, I'll take $7.10.
Great.
Okay.
Awesome. So we'll do the $7.10, and that including the amenities that was aforementioned. Definitely included into the price and the amenities that we're giving you. We definitely want to hold you accountable for the publicity that you will incur for us. Definitely putting our names out there. So obviously during the duration of our partnership, we definitely hold you accountable for the market presence, for increasing our market presence with you. Okay, so there's any of any creative or design, any other, like, I guess, factors that will kind of go into it. We definitely will like you to push our company there, and definitely, like, so we can branch out to other different accounts as well.
Okay, and then also for me, for 710, which is over our original budget, I just want to make sure that we have a clause that doesn't increase prices of the coffee throughout the duration of the contract, regardless of any internal or external issues that may arise with you as the supplier. And then also that we're going to be purchasing regular coffee as well as decaffeinated and flavored coffee from you. And due to this, that they should all remain at $7.10 per pound. And also that the equipment will be supplied at no charge, as well as coffee filters, which was in the request for bid. So it's you should be aware, and also that we have a minimum requirement of 1 delivery per 14 days. So as long as that is followed through based on the request for bid and the conversation that we had, that 710 will be perfect.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Great. Well, it was nice speaking to you, Miss Grant, and looking forward to doing business with you.
Of course, same here, Pat.
All right.